In this episode, I review Coffig as an AIP autoimmune paleo protocol friendly coffee alternative. Man, so the last few weeks I've had kind of a rough go of it. Did not know that volunteering in a first grade classroom was so dangerous because I have a few times in the last few weeks and every single time I've gotten really sick. I've had like a sinus infection and I think like the flu or some sort of virus and it's been miserable. So that's why I've not really been posting at all. But I did want to go over this Coffig, which is a roasted fig beverage, which can be used as an alternative to coffee while on AIP. I had never actually heard of it until a few weeks ago. One of my viewers, Charlotia, I probably am butchering that, sorry, but thank you for your suggestion, had mentioned it on one of my videos as a coffee alternative, and so I was immediately curious and wanted to check it out. I did a quick Google search and actually found that Stacy at Real World AIP, who's another YouTuber and has amazing videos, I will link to her video below. She's got a review about Coffig as well, which I have not watched because I wanted to have this be an unbiased opinion. And if she hated it, then I didn't want to hate it as well, that kind of thing. I'm gonna go watch that after this to see what she said. But I was pretty excited to get this. I was able to order it off of Amazon, because I like my Prime and having it within a couple of days. And I immediately made a cup as soon as I got it. And I made it in a French press. There may be other ways to do it. That's just the way that I prepare my coffee anyway. So I prepared it in the French press and it was great. I was really actually surprised by how coffee-like it tasted. Now, while on AIP or if I'm ever trying to avoid coffee, typically I do that dandelion root, chicory root, carob kind of combination, which I like, but it does take a lot of tinkering to get the ratios right for you. I know some people like more chicory and I don't like a lot of chicory. And so there's a lot of experimentation and everything that has to go into it. So I was excited to try something that all I had to do was just scoop a little bit out, put it into a French press and put hot water on it and see how it went. And like I said, I really thought it was good. When I drink it, you can kind of, like if you drink it black, you can kind of notice a little bit of a fig taste to it. But other than that, it's got like a bitterness. It's got like the taste of coffee, surprisingly. To me, it's just kind of interesting that figs would taste like coffee, but it works. And I think if you were to put this into like a latte or mocha with a carob or something like that, you would never even notice that it wasn't coffee. That was the one thing when I do AIP, like the chicory root and all that, you can still taste that a little bit. So I think this might be a great alternative for that. All it is just roasted figs. And I do believe I saw on their website the other day that they're coming out with an organic version. I don't think this one that I particularly got was organic. But yeah, it's just, they said how to prepare is use a half teaspoon per cup of boiling water and maybe steeped and strained. Brew like coffee, works in all coffee makers, especially in a French press, because the more time brewing, the stronger the taste. And then add your favorite milk and sweetener. And that's it. So the process I used was, like I said, the French press. And I did as the instructions said on the bag when I put a half teaspoon of the roasted figs into a French press. Then I covered it with almost boiling water. And then I set a timer for 3 minutes. Once the time was up, I pressed the French press down and I poured it into a cup. Just like coffee, the same process. So now that I've had this a few times, it tastes kind of like a light cup of coffee to me. Like one that hasn't been brewed very long or like a light roast. It's not very strong or bitter, which sometimes that turns people off of black coffee anyway. So it's great to drink black. I do like black coffee, but I would think that even people that don't like black coffee would probably enjoy this. I feel like the more I drink this, like as I get down in the cup, I can kind of taste a little bit of figs. Like I say, oh, figs, but it's not like it's an overpowering flavor. It tastes good to me. I'm really surprised. I don't know if I would say like this is coffee. Like I wouldn't be able to, like a blind taste test, I would know which one was what. But in the case of doing AIP or some sort of situation where you can't have coffee, this is a very suitable replacement. I really do think like from now on, if I do AIP or if I have to not be on coffee for some reason, this is definitely going to be my go-to. It's like, it's warming, it replaces that need for coffee in the morning. It's something that, I don't know, like it doesn't require a lot of work. The coffee alternative of the chicory, dandelion root, all that stuff, like I had to keep scooping out different portions. You have to experiment so much, all of that kind of thing. And this doesn't require that. This is just scoop, put water in and steep and you have something. So I really recommend you try this. I think it's also a great alternative to coffee if you just want to have a different drink. Like I've been drinking it in the afternoon instead of decaf coffee. If I don't want tea or something like that, just as a different alternative. And one of the things I've been loving with it are PALEO on the Go's new snickerdoodles. They're so good. You would never know that they are AIP either. They're just really, really good cookies. And they come individually wrapped so that way you can have them whenever you want. This has pretty much been my Christmas treats this year. Like I haven't really wanted much else. Now I'm gonna go watch Stacy's video and see what she says. And my Autoimmune collective membership site is now open for enrollment. The early bird pricing is up there because I was sick, I didn't get to have as many recipes in there as I wanted when I opened it up. But the entire How to Do AIP course is all available with all of the handouts and cheat sheets and guides and videos on how to do AIP, how to go through it, how to travel, how to eat over friends and family's houses, how to eat out, and then like the entire reintroduction process. All of that's available for you. And then there is one freezer meal plan up there right now, which has meals that you can just kind of dump into a bag. You don't have to cook anything, just dump ingredients into a bag and then put it in a freezer. And then when you need it, you just take it out of the freezer, thaw, and then throw into an Instant Pot, crock pot, the oven or the stove. Just really easy peasy, but they're family friendly favorites that will just be easy for you to have while on AIP. So if you want to do that, I will have the link for that below as well. And next week, it's Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everybody. And I won't be recording. I'm gonna have my kids home for a couple of weeks, so I may or may not post for a couple of weeks. We'll see. But if not, enjoy your Christmas, the holidays, and your New Year, and I will see you in 2019.